that's when Tyler got a suntan real bad in Hawaii. Little Maggie blowing out a dandelion. And there, Maggie and Tommy, they went to a wedding. Maggie had on a little dress. There's Maggie playing baseball, or softball, I should say, t-ball. And there's Hannah and her boyfriend. That is Mason. He's a policeman now. And there's the four of us when we were at the, I had a doctor's appointment in Kansas City. And there's Tommy. He took Will in for a shot, and Will did not cry. There's Justin when he was little. That's when he used to do the commercials for Branded. And there's Justin when Tommy got married. And there's Justin when he was in high school. That was before his accident with Aunt Ruby. And there's Justin before his accident with my mother. And there's Tommy with Justin. Tommy was a lifeguard in high school. Justin with my mother and his mama, Bridget. I guess I got that one in there twice. And there's Justin with Tommy and Casey. Tommy was in high school there. There they are again. Tommy colored his hair. Isn't that funny? And there's Justin with his horse. That was before his accident. And that was after his accident in Madonna. And there they are with Callie. Hannah was not born yet. And there they all are at the dinner table with Ken. There's little Josie. Anyway, this is what I'm looking at. I just can't get over it. I just keep looking and looking and looking. Tom's dad with Justin. I put a lot of old ones in here because there's my grandfather playing out. He's got a sausage in his mouth. There's my grandmother sitting on the porch of my Aunt Ruby. And there's Tommy at his workplace behind the greens, in front of the green screen. And there's Tommy there before he got married the day before. My mother standing there. And that was the party. And there's Bobby and Heather, Bridget and Tommy. We all had a party before the wedding. Yes, doggone it. This is so nice. There's Sarah and her mother. Oh, I love to look at these. There, Tommy and Sarah are cutting a cake. They weren't having a cake at their wedding. The next day, they had cupcakes. So I had a cake made. And there's Sarah and the two kids. Aren't they cute? And Linda and Justin. This was just in 2025 in July. And there's Tommy and his family. Maggie and Will. There they are. They took a trip to St. Louis this past summer. And there is Ella. Her hair is so long. I guess I got two in there. I could just keep watching. I can't stop it. Here it is, 4 minutes now, and I'm still watching these. Oh my gosh. Where does the time go? I could sit here for 5 hours. I hate to shut it off. Isn't that cool? Tommy made the pictures move. There's my uncle. Watch. He's going to wave. That is so cool. Uncle Bud on his horse. There's Tom's dad when he was young. Isn't he cute? And there they are there. Tom's dad is in the blue, light blue. And there's Dinah and I, and in the picture it made us move. Isn't that cute? And there's Dinah and I there. I'm always the short, stubby one. And there we are there with our dog Fritzy. And Tom and I in England, that was before I think Bridget was born then. And this is Heather and Tyler. And that was Tyler a long time ago in the Ozarks. And there's Ella with her cat Angel. And Dane and I, when we were young, look at us. Dine is so much taller than me. And she still is taller than me. Tommy and his 2 kids, and Tom and I, look at that picture move. Isn't that something? And there's, oh, Heather and Bridget. Isn't that cute? And that picture, Tommy made it move. So darling. Bridget and Heather were so cute. Well, aren't all of our kids just so... Oh, there's my grandmother. Isn't she pretty? She lived to be 105. And that Tommy always makes cute little shots of himself. And there's Tommy and Tom, Josie, and Maggie and I. And there we are. That was after an appointment in Kansas City. We were out for lunch in Kansas City. And there's Tommy and Will. Tommy got his new mower and Will's got his. And there's that foursome. Aren't they pretty? What a beautiful family you have, Bridge. And look at those. That's Heather and her wonderful friend and family. And Bridge, I love that. I can't stop looking at these. I've got to stop or I'll never get this video sent. It's too long. Oh, what am I going to do here? These pictures are just too much. And I'm going to add more to it. Oh, looky there. Aren't they a pair? She loves her daddy. And she loves her brother. She is something. And there we are. I believe that's Callie's fingers, Maggie's fingers and mine. And there's Justin, his 27th birthday. He was married then. This was in Ohio, taken in Ohio. And there's Tom and his dad. And there's Kurt and Tommy at Bridget's wedding. My. And there's Bridget and Tom going down the aisle. And there's Tom with his dad, Hub. Seems like yesterday. And Linda and Lee. So sweet. So sweet. There's Ty. He's standing in 3 different states, I believe. And there's Justin at his most recent job. And there's Ella. I didn't get the original, so this was a sample. And there I am. This was last summer, 2025. And there's the girls. Can't get enough of those girls. Justin and his mama at his shower. And there is Heather and Ella. I don't think Ella will ever get as tall as Heather. Anyway, I guess I need to cut it off now. I could keep rolling and rolling. There's my mother with Heather. Isn't that sweet? And there's Bridget with Heather. Oh my. And Heather now. She always was smiling. Always smiling. And Bridget was always kind of the serious one. Just like Maggie and Will. Will is always smiling, and Maggie is kind of serious. That's a lovely picture. And that one too. Well, let's see. It's gone on past 10 minutes now. Maybe I can get this loaded to YouTube, I hope. Then I can pass it on to everybody. I'm still not done with the pictures I have in here. Plus, I'm going to add more. I just run across these, and they're kind of my favorites. Thank you, Hannah, for this gift of my photo picture album, automatic. I have to have a place where I can constantly watch it. I'm going to put it in the kitchen. Look at there. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. There we are, getting our nails done together. Look at those girls. And look at those girls. Oh. And as I said, Mason is a policeman. Look at Ella holding her kitty. Now that's Angel. There, Ken and Bridget always going on a trip, probably to Mexico. And there's Tom and I. And there's my oncologist, Dr. Zhang. Tom with Cooper. That's sweet. There's Tom on his birthday this past 2025. Oh, and look at those kids. That was at Tommy's wedding in 2011. And that was when Justin was at Madonna in 2015. And there we are there at Christmas. Oh, look at when they were little. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There they are at the pool out Lake Sherwood. And there Justin graduated from high school. There we are at Aunt Roseanne's house for Christmas. Aunt Hetty's house at the big house in Lake Quivira. And there's Grandma. Look at those girls. Oh my gosh. They should be models. Look at them there. Callie's birthday. There's Heather, and she cute there. There's Callie blowing down her candles. She's 21 now. And Tyler is 20. Justin's 27. Hannah, I believe, is 29. And Maggie and Josie are 8. This was 2025. Look at her. Aren't they pretty there? That was in 2025 in Florida. And that was Bridget trying on dresses for the wedding in October 2025. And Ken, his birthday, September 2025. Maggie's school picture in 2025. And there we were down at the Ozarks, down at Branson. And there's Will's school picture, 2025. And that was a few years ago. Gracie looks so good there. Yes, her wasn't all gray. She's still with us, though, in January. And that's a lovely picture. And isn't she pretty? Looky at Hanny. That was her 20th birthday. And there's Will, first time on the airplane. He was so happy. He's always happy. We were in the elevator, stuck in the elevator. How funny. And there we are having dinner before the wedding, I think. Might have been after the wedding. Everybody went out to eat. We all had our own tables. And that was at one of the Verbos. That was such a lovely place. And Tyler took Will out shopping. And Dad and I. And there we are at one of the Verbos, and we took our picture. There we are at the wedding. Oh, lovely, lovely.